On last week's show, I shared a number of products and tools that I had brought back from the Garden Writers Conference in Dallas. This week, I want to share a few of the plants that I brought home with me. My friend Nicholas from Monrovia always sends me home with a few different plants to try out. This year, he sent a barberry. Now, there's a number of new barberry cultivars hitting the market. This one is called Golden Ruby, and it has an interesting combination of two colors we like to see in barberry. We like to see the reds and coral colors, and also the yellow and chartreuse. This one has coral colored foliage, and as the cool weather sets in the fall, the margin gets this beautiful golden highlight. So we have a nice mixture of the two different colors. I've been experimenting a little bit with hawthorns, Indian hawthorns, and this is a Yetta hawthorn. So I was very interested when Nicholas showed me this one. This is called Southern Moon. It's a cultivar that's supposed to be fairly drought and heat tolerant. And I really like the thick foliage, and some of them have a bit of a wave to the margin, which adds a bit of interest. This selection shows excellent disease resistance. It'll reach a mature size of about 5 to 6 feet, and in the springtime it'll be covered with a profusion of white flowers. Now, I tend to be somewhat of a skeptic when it comes to roses because of all the disease problems we have, but this new line of rose is called a Storybook Rose, and it's reportedly has excellent disease resistance. So I'm very excited to try them out in our studio and see if that holds true for us here in Oklahoma. So these are the Showboat roses. It seems that every year at Garden Writers I'm introduced to a new ninebark. Ninebark is a wonderful drought-tolerant plant. In 2006 it was one of our Oklahoma Proven with the cultivar Diabolo. This new cultivar from Bailey is called Little Devil, and we just set it in the ground. It has these tiny little leaves and a much more compact form than many of our other ninebarks. Little Devil is also called Dona May, and it's going to reach a mature size of about 3 feet. Now, the ninebarks, once they're established, tend to be very drought tolerant, and they can be planted in more sun than what I have. They'll have a little bit more of that burgundy colored foliage. But from my experience, I find that they do a little bit better if they're in shade, especially if they receive some afternoon shade. I'm planning an edible ornamental landscape in our studio for next season, and so I was very excited to see this ornamental blueberry plant. This is a selection from Monrovia called Bountiful Blue, and in addition to producing an abundance of edible fruits, it also has some ornamental characteristics. It has a nice blue tinge to the foliage, which in the fall will turn an orangey red, take on a very nice color. In the spring, before it produces fruit, it'll be covered with white flowers. Now, this is a southern high bush cultivar, so it'll be very tolerant of our heat and should perform well with regular irrigation.